All right.
Might be.
Everybody ready? Well, good evening. Welcome to the October meeting, Kent Board of Education. Let's do the roll call.
Mr. Watkins. Mr. Blue.
Here.
Mr. Householder.
Here.
Mr. McCullough.
Here.
Mr. Brush.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Whoa, don't knock our table over.
All right.
Good bearings in these.
Approval or corrections to the minutes of the regular meeting, September 19th, and the special meeting of October 7th, 2016.
Householder.
Second.
Blue.
Any discussion? Vote.
Mr. Blue.
Yes.
Mr. Householder.
Yes.
Mr. McCullough.
Yes.
Mr. Brush.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
Yes. All right, on to 4. Principal supervisory faculty reports. We have some guests tonight. Yes, I'll let everybody, get everybody up there. I'll let you introduce everybody tonight.
Good evening, President McCullough, members of the board, and Superintendent Jennifer Penzarski. My name is Katie Ketchum, and I'm an early childhood intervention here at Kenton City Schools. Along with me, I have Melissa Roby, our early childhood paraprofessional, and Lindsay Numbers, our early childhood educator. Tonight, we are here to discuss the tiered rating scale, Step Up to Quality, that early childhood programs like our preschool must complete as required by the Ohio Department of Ed. Step Up to Quality was established to hold early childhood programs accountable for how they were operating through a tiered rating system. Programs must submit evidence to show how they are completing program standards established by ODE, along with Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. And we also have to complete an on-site visit. Programs can be rated from a 1 to 3-star rating for meeting program standards. A 4 and a 5-star rating can be earned by meeting those program standards and achieving additional performance targets. Tonight we have brought some of our preschoolers to share our stars with you. First, we have Finn Spray.
I'm a star because I go to Kenton City Preschool.
All right.
Kenton City Preschools offer preschool services to children 3 to 5 years old who attend our district. This year, the opening of an additional AM and PM class, Kenton City Schools is serving over 70 age-eligible children. We serve children on a sliding scale so that families can afford the foundational skills their children need to succeed in school at Kenton City Schools and beyond.
Next, we have Noah Reed.
I am a star because I
learned through play.
I learn from play.
Research has shown that children ages 3 to 5 learn through play. We offer them authentic learning experiences that build and develop a child's skills in developmental areas, such as fine motor, gross motor, adaptive, academic, communication, and social emotional skills. Next, we have Stina Dudek. Features. Make sure I am healthy and on track.
Awesome. I like your star.
Before starting preschool, each child goes through a developmental screening process. We look at each child on an individual level and their developmental skills. If a child seems to require additional support, we refer them to our EC intervention team that completes a further evaluation of their skills. This could be for speech-language deficits, fine motor skill deficits, or more complex evaluation due to signs of specific learning disabilities or autism. Children are also required to complete a physical and dental exam. For those health screenings, we are able to refer children and families to additional resources if it is needed. Next, we have Adela Dudek.
I'm a star because my parents are part of my learning.
Parents are the first teacher of every child. Our families are encouraged to be part of our classroom from the very beginning. We complete home visits with our families so that we are not just seen at school, but as part of their family environments as well. We give parents surveys to complete so that we better understand their families and their child, as well as they give us input on what they like and dislike about our program and give us suggestions for our future. Parents are welcomed in the classroom for special events like birthdays and holidays and to share their special talents with the children. We provide information to our families about things that are happening in and around our community so that they can continue the learning process outside of school hours. And last we have Judah Hudgel.
I'm a star because preschool gets me ready for kindergarten.
That's right. Very good.
Transition from our early childhood program starts from day one. Each child has an individual transition plan that includes activities to prepare that child for the next step of his or her educational journey. Each child has a growth plan that is written with the parents and teachers to set goals for that child to complete. Being housed in KES alongside with the kindergarten classrooms allows our students to meet and see their future teachers. We are able to meet with the receiving teachers to give data collected throughout the year about each child and discuss their strengths so that they can be successful in kindergarten.
As you can see, Kenton City Preschool received a 5-star award rating. We would like to present this 5-star to our board that we were granted on October 1st of this year. We believe that our students are the future of Kenton City Schools. We are proud to be the foundation of the students, their families, and our district. Thank you for letting us be a part of something great here in Kenton, Ohio. Let's go Cats.
Nice job, guys. That's fantastic. Good work. Watch the wire, watch the wire. Good job.
Do you want to take a picture of them, or do you want to?
Can we, Angie, do you want to do a picture with the sign?
You want to go in the conference room? It's just like you, Ryan. It's just like you. Yeah. They're cuties. What's that? Ben?
Gave you pretty good slap on the hand.
Ben's prank. I was trying to get it zoomed out.
Well done. Well done.
job. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
We enjoyed it.
Great job.
Very proud of you.
Have a good night. Just saying.
I don't think we're gonna come
In
participate.
6 years or 5 years, you're going to be up here with your grandkids.
I'll let everybody get clear.
In 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, get this stuff ready. Nice.
See you guys.
So,
Now, what's your name?
I guess we can move on.
What's your name?
Catch up.
Lila Kay.
We all know that.
Pretty.
All right, we'll go on 6. 6.
We're getting older though.
Reports of the treasurer. Oh, yeah, they'll get there. Yeah, they'll get there. All right, 6A. Reports of the treasurer. Motion to accept.
Rush.
Any discussion?
I think we're going to have the 5-year forecast, so that's going to be the discussion.
Yep,
That'll be fun.
Oh, there you go.
When we do finance, yeah.
No worries.
that'll be coming up. Very good. Vote?
Mr. Householder?
Yep.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
All right. Sure.
You're probably would do it. I'd be pretty tall, though. It's not very often that we have a retirement in October, but we wanted to make sure, we usually do our recognition in May, that we give Mrs. Molk her due recognition. And so we want to recognize Cindy Molk tonight for 28 years of service with the Kenton City School District and for 31 years as an educator. And we are truly thankful for everything you've done for our school, for our students, for our community, and inspiring all of us to inquire, dream, and excel. So if you'd like to come forward, we'd like to present you with an apple.
Thank you, Cindy.
Here you go. Welcome.
I wish to thank Kenton City Schools from the bottom of my heart for such a wonderful career. It has gone so quickly as I look back over these precious years. I entered Kenton City Schools as a 5-year-old girl at SB Elementary in the fall of 1968. I graduated from Kenton High School in 1981. And I started my career as a teacher in Kenton City Schools, totaling 28 years with some substitute teaching in there too. I just can't thank you enough, and God has just blessed my life so richly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Congratulations, Cindy. Enjoy Florida. Enjoy Florida, exactly.
And we don't expect you to stay for the business
Yeah,
portion of
you
the
can
meeting
go
at
too,
all,
Cindy.
but thank you for coming
Thanks.
tonight.
Good luck in Florida.
Yeah.
I hope it goes well.
Yep.
All right. Board committee reports. Let's get to finance.
Okay, I'll start with finance, and then we'll let our treasurer, Tracy, take over. We did the banking, and we talked about last meeting, we were going out for bid on that and seeing where we were. We're staying with Liberty. They were the best candidate to go with, so we're there. The other thing that we talked about really was the scope of work on the bus garage. Those were the two main topics other than the 5-year forecast, and I'll let Tracy take that away. So that was pretty good, pretty easy meeting.
Ryan, if you would switch that to page 1, please. Well, that should be the bottom page. You should start with line 1.01. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
There you got it now.
All right. One of the things that we talked about last fall was how we were picking, last spring when we did the forecast, was how we were going to be employing the staff from All Glaze. So if you would scroll down, Ryan, I want to kind of point out that number one little bit more. Okay, see the line number 4.3, our other objects. Ooh, sorry. That was where that expense had been for those All Glaze employees. So now it will be in salaries and benefits. So you'll see that there's a big drop in that number going forward in the
You
forecast.
gotta go over it.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta go over the other way.
There we
You
go.
gotta kind of zoom out a little bit. we
So
can
it was
kinda
700.
look
I'm trying to
That's all
There you
right.
go.
do the best.
How
There you go.
many people, how many
So
individuals
it's
was
this-
that?
it's
For
this-
you?
It's this number here.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I have to do math.
I know, it's
Going
close to
down.
like 18 to 20 people.
4.
I know it's 10 teachers.
I would guess that we hired 18, maybe 19, given one of the, I think there might be 19 total staff
with,
members. That'd be certified and classified.
Yeah, aides and.
There were,
And-
there were
and they
10
worked,
teachers.
Probably, we took over those units maybe 4 years ago or so. So
Right.
they had been employees of our district for probably 4 years prior, I mean, employees of the county, but
Right.
Through
Lovelace
always,
County.
right, yeah.
Right.
But had been, worked in Kenton City Schools. Almost all of them were able to be rehired, so that was a positive.
So thus you see a large increase in salaries and benefits. One of the things we talked about at finance was real estate taxes. That's at the very top, Ryan. And how, you know, we've been getting some increases and because of how they redid the evaluation based on farming. But we think that is going to be maybe readjusted in the coming years. And so we are not showing any increase in our real estate taxes going forward.
The top line, so.
Right, but you're,
First one.
yeah.
So if you move.
But you
move
got-
on
yeah.
over, So you can see here as this is going out.
It's the same number.
We
Yeah,
just
same
left-
number. So
we
we're
just-
not- We're not calculating anything going up or anything going down, but there's gonna be a reevaluation is our assumption.
and then on the,
You're hoping
the
after
third
this
line,
year.
yeah, yeah. the
After
third-
this year.
Yeah. The third line down is our income tax. And we have a little bit, in when we got our income tax in July, that would have been for the months of April through June. So anybody that filed that that first 15 days in April would have still been coming from that 0.5% that we did not renew. So this will be the last time we have a little bit of that 0.5%.
Yeah.
So we're hoping it grows, but, so we'll see.
There are some good signs of hiring in the district, I
Yeah.
think, that may help that.
Yes.
but, It's not going to be a dramatic move. It
Right.
might Be positive.
And, you know, and that was just taking a third of what we had been getting and hoping that we're, you know, that, I'm hoping that 2 million is actually low.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, on the opposite swing of that is the farm income will be down. and that-
Correct.
that-
With the prices, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was down last year. Be down
And
this
then
year.
anything from the state is a projection, it's a guess. We had been getting 6.5% increases, 7.5% increases, but we don't know, you know, what's gonna happen. So I've only put in a 3% for the
Seems
state.
logical.
So,
Gotta guess somewhere.
yeah, you
Right.
gotta guess. And as we say, as soon as we walk out this door, something can change, and this is
Well, yeah,
not-
we only know the
Yeah.
previous years.
Yep.
That's all we really know.
Now, if you go down again, Ryan, into the expense area, this last spring, we asked all the administrators to give us what repair needs they see for their buildings, the athletic director, and so we took all those requests and we prioritized them, and we have spread them out the 738 would be where we're starting with our capital outlay and going across. We did in the 5th year add in the having to replace all the computers that we bought last year.
Well, we got a plan.
We got to plan it, so.
If we don't plan it, we can't do it.
So if you see, we're still in the black when we get down at the bottom, but it's very, bottom of the second.
Second page. Now we're on to the
Yeah.
second page.
So we know we're gonna have to
Yeah. there
continue
you
to
go
be
across.
conservative, see where we can cut costs. because we don't want to get where,
Right, so, because these two numbers here, these are years 4 and 5, are actually below where this is the minimum we can have, and cash flow our school district. So we can't be below $3 million. So this is a long way out, we don't really know what's gonna happen, but we can see that we have to make an adjustment here, but we have the time to be able to do it. So we have our wish list on what we want to do, but we compare the things as they need to go to increase this number, because this number really is zero. You know, it's $3 million and you think it's a lot, but it's zero right there.
so any questions?
I guess not. Move on to facility. Do we have anything in facility?
Facilities?
Facility?
Well, we met, but it's already been reported in the newspaper, you know, so.
Yep, so.
And he did sign, I think I sent that to all of you, Mr. Coca signed the agreement, he's already put the money in escrow, the deposit, and he said he had already advertised for the title, or the survey, and to start working on getting somebody to do the sampling of the ground.
So that's definitely moving forward.
Yep.
As he said he would, and a step beyond where we got before with the
Yep.
prior parties, so
So we're ready to move
that's good,
forward.
good thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Also working on the bus garage project.
You'll see that we have a,
Yeah, we have a
Right.
resolution about that too.
to go out for bid.
All right, extracurricular?
Baseball fields and softball fields are complete, and they did some mound work and also some infield work, so that's done. Next is some of the fencing around the fields that needs to be straightened and fixed and reinforced, so they'll start that maybe in a week or so. Bowling, we're trying to get more kids recruit to bowl. I think it's going pretty good so far. So that's good. There's also two scoreboards going to go up at the middle school in the basketball gym, and then the old scoreboard is going to go out at the practice football field for like 7-on-7. So we're going to utilize that. Other than that, that's it.
It was a pretty short meeting.
Yeah.
Career Center. Russ, got anything?
I got a few items. We talked about some of the money that Sloan Foundation was giving High Point last month. So we're moving forward with the projects that money will cover. Animal Science Labs, we're ready to start that project, and other updates are moving along. Main campus numbers are up, and the satellites are gaining numbers every year. It's just amazing how they have taken off, and we have satellites almost in every district now. So that's a real strong positive for us. We are going to be joining with Ohio State University Smart Mobility Initiative. I don't know if anybody saw that in the paper, but there's going to be a route, US 33 between Dublin and Marysville is one of the multiple testing grounds for autonomous driven vehicles and other electric vehicles like shuttles and vehicles will be connected with driving technology. The students are happy, and we're really excited for them to be involved in that groundbreaking technology. Basically, autonomous means it'll probably be driving in itself. So if you see vehicles going down a highway and it looks like nobody's driving, that's probably going to be what it is. But that's exciting, real exciting news. Sadly, though, I have to report that we lost one of our board members last month. Our Urbana board representative, Warren Stevens, was killed in a tragic accident en route to our board meeting last month. He will be sadly missed. He's a very good representative for Urbana City Schools. He was also on the Ohio School Boards Association, National School Boards, and on a board member of Urbana College and many other things in Urbana. So we will sadly miss him.
Wow.
Yep, just You just never know.
I agree.
That's all I have.
Very good. Policy?
Policy, Matt, and you can see the fodder that we have from Neola to push through. And then there is another policy that we're working on still that is a suggested policy that has to be written, but,
And Northwest Health Partners came.
oh, did they?
And
Okay.
we got they're asking for our input as they're setting their school policy. And so we were able to share insight with them. And I think that was a pretty good meeting with
Yeah, I
them
think it
to
went
answer
well.
questions and work through. I think things are going really well.
Good.
Anything else? I think we have any other old business. We'll go on to new business. Item 10. 10A through 10H. Motion to accept.
Blue.
Householder.
Discussion.
I'll just explain 10E and 10H so that they make sense. So what happened when Cindy retires, her position becomes an internal posting, and Amanda Dyer would like to take that position, which leaves us an integrated technology teacher opening. And so we posted that internally and then posted externally and did interviews. So we were kind of able to get everything done in a board time period, if you will, between last month and this month. But those are what those two positions are, filling Cindy's position and then filling Amanda's position.
Very good. Anything else? No. Vote?
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes. Item 11, 11A through 11E. Motion to accept.
Rush.
Second?
That's your stuff. You can do it.
Householder.
Good job.
Discussion.
So it's really just the policy stuff, and then the 11D is the,
5-year, we went through that.
Our goal would be to have everything done at the December board meeting. So some timelines and things will be coming out. I think that says that on page 5, number 3, it looks like.
were there any questions about the scope of work that we got?
Yeah, you feel comfortable with what your description and stuff, or
I think we've,
Sylvia from Bricker Neckler is taking a look at it, and she was going to get that back to me because there was a couple things that she said we didn't really want to word it the way we had it because it had legal implications on how you had to do things. So she was going to go over that.
God forbid.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't do that.
No. So she was going to look it over and get it back to us.
but from a numbers and from a completeness standpoint, could someone engineer, design a building from that RFP? The answer given to a few eyes of builders that it could be done.
Yeah.
So I think that, there were some questions and just having some other people look at those things. But I think we have a solid understanding of what we need, and it's portrayed in that document. So as soon as we get the legalese done, we'll be ready to put out to the public.
Okay.
And Sylvia was also going to give me a site that a lot of contractors go to where we can post that.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's good. Is that,
I think that's the
is that what's in there?
Dodge
That's
plan.
D.
I wondered, I figured that's what that was, yeah.
Yep, that's deep.
Okay. Anything else? Vote?
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Okay, number 12.
I'm assuming you were still-
Approve the depository agreement with Liberty National Bank for the period November 1,
That's why I.
2016 through October 31st, 2018. Motion to accept.
Householder.
Rush.
Discussion. Vote?
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
I abstain. Due to conflicts of interest.
All right, 13, approve to go into motion, or go into executive session, discuss the purchase of property.
Rush.
Watkins.
10:30.
7:30. There'll be no further action taken. Next regular board meeting will be November 21st at 7 PM. Your administration building.
Mr. President, if I could.
Yes.
Back up a second for 10G. I'm hoping we can get her here before June. That is her retirement date, but I do want to mention that we do have another retirement coming up. Vicki Crock, 8th grade middle school teacher, is retiring, and she had 31 years of service, so we want to thank her for her time, and hopefully we can have her in here by the end of the year.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Didn't forget her, but we knew we had some meetings coming together.
Right, but I just want to mention it.
Very good, but I'm glad you mentioned it. All right. Yeah. Oh, vote.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.